do I look? Look around the area. Is there something I'm supposed to be seeing? Because I'm not seeing it. Oh, hold on. Really? An indistinct piece of wall is what I'm supposed to scan? Oh, it's not that indistinct. I see it now. In fact, they made the hitbox super big, which is fine. But yeah, look at that. That could be a bit more noticeable. Oh, it was in the wall. Wow, so the Japanese mentions the wall, but nothing about the English says a wall. Awesome. Thanks, English translation. He said back there. No, he said... Oh, right. Yeah. Kabe no oku ni shimattan. So, like, stuffed in the back of the wall. Or in the wall. That would have been super nice to know. But you know what? It's a good thing I can understand the Japanese. What kind of experience do you need to write a light novel? Write tons of lines? No. Talent is everything? No. Read tons of books? Disarm a military base alone. Oh, that's crazy. I need more impish or brave. Anyway, let's look at this. There it is. So break it.
どこかに壁をスライドさせる仕掛けみたいなものがあるんじゃないか？仕掛け？スイッチとかボタンとか入力装置とか。
I can't see anything.
なるほど。
In fact, the wall just looks like super weird, like it's got paper stuffed over it. Or just break it.
いきなり何よ?
You know what? I like Mizuki's way better.
だってめんどくさかったから。
Yeah, just get out of the way. Alright.
お前、キュービックルーブを分解して揃えるタイプだろ。
Listen. Cut the Gordian knot. Okay? It counts.
いいじゃん、いいじゃん。こうして現れたんだからさ。これが脱出ゲームだったら、制作者がブチ切れてるぞ。
Well, I mean, that's different from this. That has rules. This is real life. So, you know what?
でもこの金庫はさすがに壊せそうもないかな。
It's probably made of like titanium or something.
ならば。
Alright, Lion, it's your turn.
そうだね。おーい、ライアン！
ち、わかったよ。
I know, man, I know, I'm sorry.
Yoし、開いたぜ。
We're gonna help you with the keys in after this, so don't worry about it. Get that file.
あった。
こいつがそのファイルってやつか。
Can we just take it and go?
多分ね。
よかったな。お役に立てて光栄だよ。
Thank you.
だが、俺はこいつの中身に興味はない。
That's fine.
これ以上、厄介なことには巻き込まれたくないんでね。
I will make this up to you. He walked back to where he was standing. Went back to the corner. Okay, yeah. This file looks like it has like 2 papers in it.
では水木、早速だが。
I turned the page on the file.
PC で書いた文章をプリントアウトしたもののようだな。
I just had a stupid idea. It's like, alright, did they just print out a whole bunch of pictures that was once a GIF and they just made a flipbook of it? Just like a series of cat pictures and you flip through it, it's like, oh, I see the animation now.
冒頭にはこう記されている。プレイヤーのため、ここに全てを記す。
Ooh.
しぐれときこ。しぐれの手記かな
Obviously.
うむ。プレイヤーってなんだろう
Another word for the player. I wonder if I can go input the code after this, because she asked that forever ago in the other route.
わからんが、とにかくざっと読んでみよう。
I don't remember when it was, I'll have to check so I can figure out when to go back to. I opened up a random page and read it. Oh, talking about Jin.
ジンがその病気を患っていると知ったのは彼が5歳の時のことでした。 古江家にやってしまいましたが、ジンが実の子であることに変わりはありません。
Okay.
何とかして救ってやれないものかと、私は反問の日々を送っていました。
And yeah, split him in half. Or I guess Terror split him in half.
そんなある時、ホラドリからジンを救う方法があると聞かされました。
Genome editing.
聞いた瞬間、私は戦慄を覚えました。
Ooh, even you got angry at him for being a weirdo.
彼の言った方法とは、
Oh, was his plan to split him in half?
ジンの遺伝子と同じタイプの DNA を持った子を誘拐し、その子の臓器をジンに移植するというものだったのです。
Wow. That is so nefarious to the point that even you're like, wow, don't do that, dude. That's evil. DNA is as close as possible and transplant their organs as needed.
私は恐怖に震えながらもジンのことを思い、その計画に協力することにしまし
So how'd you get a kid with nearly identical DNA?
た。まずホラドリは各地の児童養護施設の子供たちから研究と称して DNA のサンプルを採取し始めました。
An actual mad scientist that is evil, crazy, and not even like comically so. Just straight up dark.
そうしているうちに、やがてジンの遺伝子型と完全に一致する子供を見つけました。染月ウルー、当時6歳、アイオ
Oh,
エにいた子供です。
that kid is probably super dead and was harvested for his organs. He's Terror. He's probably Terror. He got angry that he was used to harvest. And it's like, I'm basically the same person. Why?
深夜、私はホラドリと共に施設に侵入。彼に麻酔薬を投与して連れ去りました。それから何度も何度も10年以上もの長きにわたり臓器移植は繰り返されました。ウルーの右半身からジンの右半身へと、最終的には顔の半分も。
Have his face too?
その間ウルーはずっとホラドリのそばにいました。研究所の地下室に監禁され、ジン専用のドナーとして飼われ続けていたのです。
Yeah, it's not surprising that he would hate Horadori, he would hate Jin. Why did he consider you also mom then?
私はたびたび
That's why.
ウルーの元へと足を運びました。
You took care of him. But Jin was your priority, so you let him suffer. And thus he became Terror.
自らの行為と矛盾していますが、私は彼のことを心から憐れんでいたのです。一方、ウルーの方も愛情に飢えていたのでしょう。私のことを慕ってくれました。
Yep, he treated you as his mom.
私も拉致に加担した一人であると知りながら、私は彼にナイクスの教義について語って聞かせました。この世界はすべて虚構に過ぎない。故にあなたの苦しみも偽りである。
Not only did you kidnap him, you full-on Stockholm syndromed him.
私はそのように彼に説いたのです。彼はキラキラと目を輝かせながら私の話を熱心に聞き、いつか私の役に立ちたいと、そう言って勉強を始めました。
I see, and he wants to use the nirvanA initiative to cause the teaching of Nikes to become true by driving everyone crazy to have them debug the world.
その様を見ているうちに、私は強い自責の念と罪悪感にとらわれるようになりました。やがて死への衝動も芽生えるようになり、私は実際に手首を切ったのです。幸か不幸か、 その試みは失敗に終わりました。
Which would mean that the body that we found that was Tokiko's is probably very, very real.
私は生死の境をさまよいながらもどうにか息を吹き返したのです。その時私は一つの典型を得ました。この世はシミュレーション。もちろんそのこと自体はずっと前から知っていました。
Right.
もともとナイクスの教義にあったものなので。
So what revelation did you come to after realizing that you were quote-unquote correct?
けれどその時、その瞬間に私は教義の真理を身をもって得得したのです。
I see. At death's door, you had a revelation. You reached enlightenment.
かくして私はこの世界の欺瞞を悟り、すべての感情を失うことになりました。
That explains why you're how you are now. There's more, but it would take a while to read everything. I skimmed through the pages so Aiba could scan everything. Yeah, Aiba can just, like, record it.
スキャン完了。
Nice. Do we gotta put it back? Can we take it?
ファイルの中身は全て把握したぞ。
Cool.
ありがとう。
Can convert to a PDF?
でも、なんで突然現れたの？
I don't know.
この方が話しやすいだろうと思ってな。
Is Lion still back there? Yeah. What's he doing? Not good. Broken. Wonder why it's broken. How'd that happen? That was weird. Torch.
あ！壁が壊れてる！
I know, it's so weird, Mizuki. How did that happen?
お前がぶっ壊したんだろ！
What are you talking about, Aibo? Hidden safe beyond the wall. There's nothing else in the safe. If we're gonna break it, we might as well just take it, right? Sand. Pillar. Alright. Talk to me, Aibo. Looks like she's standing there. Half-face transplant. Oh, is that why half of his face became, Jin's?
そうだ。半身腫瘍は皮膚にもできるものだからな。最終的には、震えジンの右側の顔にもそれが。
So that's why Dahlia Boat and Jin look similar. Because he basically grafted his own, or he had his face grafted over.
ああ、右側というのは、震えから見てという意味だぞ。腫瘍は顔の右側の部分を全体的に覆うように発現していたらしい。
That's terrifying.
そこで、それらの全てが取り除かれ、皮膚を失ったその部分に、ウルーの右側の顔面が移植されることになったんだ。
I'm surprised it doesn't have more scars. He's literally having, like, literally being flayed just to provide extra materials. Why didn't they transplant the whole face?
震えジンの左顔には、パーセントの形をしたあざがあったから。
I'm sorry. What? Can I see that on the pictures? Not in these pictures. A unique percent-shaped mark? He's not in this one. Jin is not here. And that's not updated. Where?
パーセントのあざ？ホラドリはナイクスを脱会した後、パーセント教団という新興宗教の信者になったようなんだが。
Oh, is that like led by Jin?
その教団にとって、パーセントのあざは特別な意味を持っていたみたいで。
パーセントの印は正義である。そうするのは証している。
Oh, and Jin was considered the Almighty. To them, he was the god that they were saving because he'd become perfect.
ホラドリとしては、そんな大事なものを震えの顔から剥ぎ取ることなんてできなかったんだろう。というわけで、震えの顔面の左側はそのまま残されることになったんだ。ちなみに、ファイルの中には移植前の震え人と染月ウルーの顔
Let's
写
see.
真もあっ
Let's see.
た。
Show me.
まず、震えの方はこれだ。
What? What? So the person we've been seeing this whole time wasn't Jin's face. It was Somizuki's face. It was Uru's face. But this is what Jin originally looked like.
いろいろと言いたいこともあろうかと思うが、まあ待て。続けるぞ。
So Jin was cut in half, but we only got the half that didn't have the percent mark. And when we broke off Terror's mask, it also didn't have the percent mark because it wouldn't.
次はウルーの方だが、これが元々のウルーの顔だ。
Alright, before I summarize the face transplant, Jin Furue.
ファイルにも書いてあったが、フルエはしぐれの子供だったようだな。
Yep. So he was Shigure Jin.
で、彼の父親は
今から37年前、しぐれが23歳の時、彼女はそのホラドリの子供を身ごもったそうだ。
Why would you ever?
あの時仮面の女が言ってた子供っていうのは震えのことだったんだね。
About the slicer?
あれは HB 事件のために用意されたものではない。
Oh yeah, we sort of just found it there, huh?
もともと地下室にあったんだ。
I guess this one isn't either?
ホラドリは臓器移植の前に別の手段を考えていたらしくてな。
Oh, he was experimenting with slicing people and fusing them in together. Like that one robot show. Well, actually, so I unlocked that core memory. It wasn't a robot show. It was Dexter's Laboratory. It was a specific episode with Dexter and Mandark, with their robots trying to fight off like meteors, and in the end of it, they fused their robots, and it was asymmetrical. For some reason, that really stuck out of my memory, and then I had to look it up, and I'm like, I remember what it was. What a weird thing to remember. I miss Dexter's Lab.
それが
二人の人間の体を左右に切り裂いて、一方の右半身ともう一方の左半身をくっつけちまうって実験のことだ。
Exactly, it was this conversation that triggered that memory, and then I had to remember it later.
人体結合実験。
そう。ホラドリはドナーの右半身とフルエの左半身をガッチャンコしようとしてたんだよ。
Yeah, it's not how that works though.
だからあそこに2台の切断機が。
そんなことできるわけないのに。
No, it doesn't make sense.
その通り、できるわけがない。そこで、より現実的な臓器移植の方に計画を切り替えたってわけだ。
In fact, that's what a normal person would probably think up first, instead of slicing people in half and sticking them together. Alright, summarize face transplant.
要するにどういうこと？
Can you illustrate it for me?
まあ、混乱するのも無理もない。ややこしいから整理しよう。結局、移植後のフルエの見た目はこうなったんだ。
向かって左の右側がウルーのものになって。
That's so weird. That's so weird.
向かって右の左側はオリジナルのまま変わらずに残されることになったと。
But then, how would the nurse be like, oh yeah, I remember what he looked like, and he always looked like that? I don't understand.
ああ、パーセントのあざをとどめたままな。
It's not even like an even split anymore. His face isn't even the same shape.
じゃあ右側を取られちゃったウルーの方は？
He grew it back because of genome experiments.
失われた顔のその部分には、基沈素材の人工皮膚が移植されたそうだ。
What? Oh, then what's that we found over there? Wait, then is that... So then the body we found was Uru's, and this is the other half. So Uru is extra dead. Wait, then who is Terror?
基沈素材の人工皮膚って。
ああ、そういうことだ。あいつが染月ウルーだったんだよ。
そんな。
ま、 正確に言うとウルーの半分だがな。
And the other half was the one that we found in the baseball field, or soccer field.
だったら残りの半分は
We found that already.
言わなくても分かってるだろ。
10日に独立競技場で発見された左半身。
It'd have to be, because that was the left half of Jin that isn't actually Jin.
あれもウルーだったってこと？
言うまでもないが、6年前の2月10日、ドバイタに出現したの
That
は
was actually Jin.
フルエジンの右半身だ。つまり、
So where's Jin's actual left half?
これとこれは
Are different people,
別人だったってことになる。
but very, very similarly, are genetically identical.
両者が同一人物だと誤認されてしまったのは当然だが、顔が全く同じだったからだ。左右逆であるという点を除けばな。だが理由はそれだけじゃない。競技場の死体が震えのものなのかどうか。その比較鑑定に使われた資料は震えの臓器から採取された DNA だったんだよ。
From Jin's organs, the ones that were taken from Uru. So of course they'd be genetically identical. They are from technically the same person.
あの死体からは血液がほとんど失われてしまっており、なおかつ爆発によって体は黒焦げに。
That's why it had to be burned, so that way he'd never suspect it.
したがって DNA のサンプルは現場に飛び散った臓器から取られることになったんだ。それはもともとウルーのものだったわけだから、両者の塩基配列が一致するのは当然のことであり。
Yeah, basically that entire half of the body was always Uru's anyway.
それで2つの死体は同一人物だと。
Because they were the same person. Let's type. Energetic? No, it's brave. That works out. Oh man, I need to get another brave or more impish. Anyway, back to this madness. So what about Jin's face in the media? Do they use Uru for publicity then?
あれは移植後の右側を胸像反転して合成したものらしい。
Oh.
震え本人は直接表に出たことはなく、写真は全て自ら提供したものだったんだ。さて、これでテアラーの正体は明らかになったな。
We do? Is it Jin? No, because Jin is
ドラ
dead.
ケンの地下室にあった日記、それを書いたのは間違いなくテアラーで。
Right, but if this is Uru's body, and Jin is very much also very dead,
そこに閉じ込められていたのは染月ウルーだったわけだから。
then who is Terror? Does that mean Terror is
テアラ
dead?
ーの正体はウルー。
So who's the new Terror? If it's a new Terror.
間違いなかろう。
だけどそのウルーは。
すでにこの世にはいないことになる。
So then who's Terror now?
ウルーが死んだのは今年の2月10日。じゃあそれ以降の犠牲者は一体誰が殺したの？
わからん。
Yeah, it doesn't help me. Alright, we're back at Ion. And it's snowing. Alright, yeah, we gotta fix this.
Kizunachi.
It's time for an elopement.
お姉様、これは一体どういうことです？
Fixing a problem.
私はお姉様から電話があったので、こうしてここへとやってきたのです。
Well, you wouldn't have come out if Lion called.
まさか彼がいるなどとは思いもよらず。
That's the point.
ライアン。
Do it.
わかった。Kizunachi。お父さんに言われたことは聞いたよ。だけど俺は足を洗ってからは本当に一度も悪さなんかしちゃいねえんだ。 無所にぶち込まれたりなんかしない。だからどうか安心してほしい。
お父様はあなたを許しません。どうするつもりなのです？
俺はキスナッチの足になるって決めたんだ。
She's your wings, you're her legs.
同時に翼になろうとも思って。
Okay, never mind.
その翼を使って一緒に逃げよう。
Yes,
キ
let's
スナッ
go.
チ、
Run away.
どこまでも高く、どこまでも遠くへ、
Escape the oppression.
世界の果てまで。
それは駆け落ちするという意味ですか？
Yes. Very princess-like, wouldn't you say?
ああ、そうだ。キズナッチ、俺は必ず君のことを幸せにする。決して泣かせるような真似はしない。君の笑顔を永遠に守り続ける。
ですが、あなたの幸せは？
You are his happiness.
私といればきっとあなたは不自由します。
No.
いや、そんなことはない。
What do you not understand?
俺は君といるだけで幸せなんだ。君といれば飛べるんだよ。
That's how it's always been.
だから行こう、キスナッチ。
私は
Go. Be free. Spread those wings.
ライアン、わかりました。私を連れて行ってください。どこまでも高く、どこまでも遠くへ、世界の果てまで。
Go.
もちろんだとも。
Fly. Fly, you fools.
ライアン、
Yes, Princess Carrie. Go. Yes.
ちょっといきなり何ですか？
犬ってさ、興奮するとおしっこしちゃうことがあるだろ。
That's a weird way to lead into this lion.
それみたいなもんだ。よし、それじゃあ行くぜ。
Run. Fly.
ミュージックスタート。
Or dance. That too. This is cute. This is really cute.
ラッシュの列車たまるヘイト汗手ガム踏んだゲートやば教師パワハラヒートでねドーナツ7個1個友達が彼ゲット聞いて週末は彼とバーベキューでウェブにあふれる陽キャピース俺なんか負けてきた
Oh, you put work into this lion. Dance your heart out.
かもかもかないざ行け戦え女子たち闇夜を切り裂き空へ飛ぶのだここまで来れるか坊やたち君がいなくちゃまだ半分
That's adorable. I was cheering even though no one can hear her. Alright, but you gotta run before Richie shows up.
本当、私にはもったいないくらい素敵な人。
お、今なんかすっげえ嬉しいこと言わなかった？
いいえいいえ、単純な誤人だなぁとちょっとからかっただけですわ。
He is very simple, but it's for the better.
そりゃないぜ。
それにしてもよかったよかった。
Has it worked out though?
めでたしめでたし、一件落着だね。
I don't think we're quite there yet.
いや、 どうかな。まだ落着ということにはならなそうだが。
そうだね。HB 事件の全貌はまだ。
That too.
違う。そういう意味ではなく、
Yeah, no, Aibo and I were on the same page.
不穏な集団がこちらに近づいている。
Are we gonna fight our way out?
間もなく到着するようだ。
Aibo, you could have warned us a little bit earlier.
間もなくっていつ？
Like now.
そうだな。あと2秒ほどで。
Yep. Are they armed? Are they actually armed? Why? Oh dear. Are they the American mercenaries again? Why would you go to this length?
There they are.
Oh, they are the American mercenaries again.
The girl's there too.
Mr. Chieda said to get her back. Don't hurt her.
Can I be hired on as an extra for this next time? That'd be a lot of fun.
What about the guy and the other girl?
Just to be a blatant Western, like, mercenary.
Can we kill them?
He didn't say no killing.
That makes things easier.
Just hire me on as an extra for this. Just let me scream once or something.
なんなのこいつら。
知恵だが金で雇ったらしい。
Why are you so against this to this point?
たく、せっかくいい感じのムードだったのに全部ぶち壊しじゃん。二人とも下がってて。
Mizuki, there's a lot of them.
こいつらは私が何とかする。ライアンはキズナッチのことを。
任せとけ。死んでもキズナッチは渡さねえ。
I mean, that's kind of the plan. But it's okay. It's battle time. Oh, they have invisibility too?
消えた？
Just heat vision. How do they have this light bending tech? Is that backup? It is back. Why?
なんで？
Why do you have my bike?
ちょっと通りかかったんでな。
On my bike?
絶対嘘じゃん。
それより水木、連中は高額明細を使用している。
I knew you'd show up. The question is, I don't know why you'd show up.
サーモモードを使え。
You know about Aibo.
ああ、なるほど。そうすれば熱源で見えるよう
You
に。
know I can do that. Why do you know that? What do you know?
ってなんで知ってるの？
風の噂で。
That's not a guess you can just make.
そんなわけないでしょ。っていうか、それ私のバイクじゃん。
Exactly.
人のバイク勝手に乗らないでくれる？
いや、水木、どうやら違うらしい。
Wait,
どういうこと？
is she a Mizuki from another timeline?
メリカルに出品されてたんだ。
It is actually her own bike.
とにかく。
You are another Mizuki. You even have a pipe. What is going on? What? Oh, I have so many questions, but action is about to happen. She also has heat vision. From the sky. Ooh, a mask. This one. Did they just... Yep, they just crushed a guy in between. That guy is super dead. And they return their own pipes. Psycho Crusher. When do we get Mizuki in a fighting game? She's got the movesets.
Who are these chicks? The bitch Avengers or something?
Do they have the rights for that?
Stronger than Black Widow. That's for sure.
Oh my god.
Let's get out of here.
They don't get paid enough for this.
ありがとう。また助けられちゃったね。
Why are you another Mizuki?
何礼には及ばんよ。
Is the mask gonna come off now? It is. She is another Mizuki. What?
どういうこと？
She's even got a blue eye instead of a gold eye or a red eye? She's another Mizuki.
はあ、ついにバレちゃったか。
What is happening?
あの NASA の接着剤、時間が経つと粘着力が弱まっちゃうのよね。
Has it actually faded ever since? You could have taken it off any time, huh?
お姉様。
I knew it, but wait, what?
はあ、久しぶりだね、絆。
お前まさかクォーツか？
I'm sorry, excuse me? What is happening right now? Quartz is Onesama is Mizuki. Alter. What?
その呼び方やめてほしいんだけどな。ちょっと待って、頭がどうにかなりそう。キズナッチもライアンもこの人と知り合いなの？
Literally has Mizuki's face. I don't understand how this has never come up before. Literally have the same face.
おう。
いろいろとあってね。いろいろって。
You can't just blow that over with stuff happened.
ああ、もうまあいいや。それよりどれより何よりもあなたのその顔は。
Alright. Is that your face or is that my face?
まあ、その辺の積もる話はまた後で。
You have a blue eye. What? Do you have an AI ball? What's yours?
そんなことより絆、ライアン。二人は早くここを離れた方がいいわ。
How has this never come up before?
さっきの連中、増援部隊をよこしてくるかもしれないし。
How do you look at Mizuki and don't be like, yeah, for some reason this girl we both knew looks totally the same as you? How does this never come up?
ああ、わかった。
私のバイク使っていいから。
Like, you even have the same bike. Why is that?
ヘルメットはシートの下に、キーは刺したままになってる。でも、いいのですか？本当は良くないんだけど、なるはやで返してくれれば？
すまん、オンに切る。
What is happening?
キザッチ、しっかり捕まってるんだぞ。
So why did you shoot?
はい。ところで、目的地は決めてるの
？Atami.
それは
Go to Atami.
世界の果てです。
Okay, she's on board.
よし、それじゃあ出発だ。
It's even an Ada Rabbit decorated.
二人とも末永くお幸せに。
ありがとよ。
お姉様たちもどうかお元気で。
Can I have answers now, please?
行っちゃった。あの二人なら大丈夫よ。
Alright, answer.
ん？どうかした？いや、どうかしない方がおかしいでしょ。
What isn't wrong right now?
ま、それもそうね。話聞かせてくれる？うん、いいけどその前に。
Oh, they're back? More combat?
あいつらを片付けないと。
Can we just pop them?
二人が言ってしまったこと、気づいていないようだな。
Apparently.
ほんと間抜けな連中。
must have gotten them really cheap.
とにかく追いかけられたらまずいわ。
Man, even the way you speak is like more mature and formal compared to Mizuki. It is so weird to hear. Kind of refreshing though.
しばらくは動けない体にしてやらないと。さあ、行くわよ、水木。
What do I call you?
水木。何が何だかさっぱりだけど分かったよ。
Seriously.
終わったら全部聞かせてもらうからね。それじゃあ始めましょうか。
We fight him off screen. We just win. Wait, that's an ending? But there are questions for after that need answering in the now. What do you mean you just end there? You can't just end there. There's stuff to be spoken about. No. No. Do not accept that right now. Keys in a line route. Okay, but questions. I require answers. Why you not give me answers? She's attacked my warnings. Mizuki makes her ally promise that she'll tell her everything when this battle is over. But there's no continuation. Alright. Let me attempt to speedrun this. To get to... Wait, stop playing... Yeah. Target time, I hit it. Found one hidden eyeball. Okay, yeah, start the sync, and I just gotta speedrun to the end. How do I do that again? It was like an hour ago that I did this, so I have to remember the puzzles. Or, can I lockpick everything? I'm gonna try that. I'm going to attempt to lockpick everything. Alright, what do you want from anime? Story, voice actor, hype, visuals. I mean, I'm a story guy, but let's go with hype. Why is that not brave? What? There has to be a taiko scene in the lungs. What? How did you get that? From hype? I mean, seeing taiko is pretty rad, but still. Lockpick. Well, yeah, you need the lockpick for the first one. It was over here. So that can be opened any other way. I mean, I guess you could break it open. Alright, so now we're in criminal days. Safe flies away. I'm still ignoring the eyeballs though. Maybe I'll come back for those later. Pick it open? I wonder if it just takes more time, but I had to solve everything. You can't pick it open, can you? Wait, are you on the phone? Aibo, are you picking a lock or are you on the phone?
よし、地元の同級生並みにしつこい金子ちゃんだったが、なんとか開いたぞ。
That was weird.
よくわかんないけどでかした。
I had plenty of time last time, so. Alright, yeah, and I can skip it. Copper safe? Alright. Oh, silver safe. Became a giant key that unlocks the sky. Alright, where's the silver safe again? Spinning around. I had to go higher. There it is. Hello? Oh, that's a white safe!
この金庫は鍵穴がないな。
どうやったら開くんだろう。
Pick it open anyway?
無理だ。
じゃあまずは鍵穴を作れば。
どうやって？
相棒って目からビームが出るんじゃなかったっけ？
目からビーム。
仮に出るとしてどうやって？
Just shoot a hole.
扉を溶かして穴を開ければ。それができるなら普通に開けるよな。
Then do that.
残り3分くらいだ。頑張って。
白い金庫だ。
Force it open.
地面に叩きつけたらどうかな？壊れそうじゃない？
ふむ、いいアイデアだ。問題は浮いているこいつをどうやって落下させるかだ。
Jump on top of it and shove it downward by kicking off the ceiling.
思いっきり殴ってみて。
やってみよう。
Wait, what? Since when you can do that?
こいつ休日のお父さんばりに動かないな。
他にできることからやるしかないね。
Alright, well, let's inspect it.
白い金庫だ。普通の金庫のように見えるが材質は不明だ。鍵はかかっているのに鍵穴はない。
なんか怪しいね。でも開ける方法がわからないんじゃな。
先に別のものを調べるのが手だぞ。
そうだね。
Okay, well, I wasted a lot of time on that one. Now where's the silver safe? Over here. Cause I looked at everything before, so I don't really know. Whatever, I'll just...
まだ開けてない鍵穴と。
Oh, I didn't realize picking it open takes so long. Oh, never mind, let me not do that.
誰の声を真似る？
キズナッチの。
And then it was... 私の王子様. Don't forget the C.
ライアンが言われて嬉しい。そうだ。私の王子様。
Why couldn't I skip that?
あ、いた。よくわかったな。
Oh, that's why.
ライアンは単純だからね。
It's true.
余裕。
Alright, once that flies out, I should be able to skip again. There we go. I didn't realize I was skipping, like, so much time by doing it properly. The lockpick was the bypass because I am dumb at puzzles. Hopefully I have enough time. Oh, the white safe got slapped down. Oh, and it opened up for the radio. I see. Also the only thing here.
このラジカセ。あ、これ。
Turn on, press play. Now, I'm going to fast forward to the dance number because as fun as this is, it's not as good as the normal dance because it's a statue key now. Alright, cool. Yeah, I know. Alright, metal safe. Opens a gate. There we go. Oh, this is probably the memory of what... Of the I guess the body is what he found? The corpse? Lion blank. For him, blank. Instead of thinking about Kizuna, it's about darker stuff. Open the memory with Gen. Oh, was Gen the one who asked him to open the thing? Oh, it's the freezer! Oh, he finally opened the freezer and he didn't realize there was stuff in there. There's probably a body in there that was locked back there forever ago. Open all locks.
ここは金庫の中？なんだかこの雰囲気、ブラフマンのお店みたい。
探索してみよう。
Well, we don't have time because I spent a lot of time opening the thing. Ooh, that's his mask.
これ、かぶるのか？
絶対似合うよ。お願い。
Do we keep it on for the rest of Somnium now?
完全に不審者。
That's not nice to Gen.
それはむしろ現に言ってやれ。
Exactly. Lion and Gen are developing strong friendship. He will not spill the beans about him. So we have to disguise ourselves. Oh, is this one like facial recognition? What's this? Oh, that's a different mask. Oh, that's Quartz's mask. But this is about Gen, so it's a facial recognition lock. Yep, authenticate.
ずいぶん大きい金庫だな。この端末は顔認証システムのようだ。
登録されてる顔を映さないと開かないってことか。
よし、いけたぞ。
That seems kind of flawed.
やっぱりゲンちゃんと関係があったんだ。
That more bibimbap? No, that's the weird dish.
何をやってもうまくいかない。なんでこんな風になっちまったんだろうな。
理由を探しても仕方がない。世の中には理不尽なことも多いからね。どれだけ頑張って変わろうとしてもあっけなく踏みにじられることもある。
Gen would know.
人生とはそういうものだと思うしかない。けれど救いがないわけでもない。
There is hope.
少なくとも私は君や伊達さんの存在に救われている。
ゲンちゃん、俺もゲンちゃんのこと親友だと思ってるぜ。伊達っちだってきっとそうだ。何かあったら絶対言えよ。俺力になるからさ。
Well, then can you open the freezer?
ありがとう。ほら、温かいうちに食べてくれ。
おう、いただきます。
いい友達がいてよかったね。
Oh, what's he hiding? And that's gonna become another safe? A door. Ooh, wow. That is heavily
これ
locked.
を開けたらダメだ。ダメなやつなんだ。
水木、あそこ。
It's the freezer door.
行こう。
Is that the only thing to interact with? Looks like it. Wait, what was that? Oh.
ダメだ。ここだけは開けないでくれ。
But we need to know.
どうやらここが当たりのようだ。
この中に何が。
あ
ライアンには悪いけど止められる前に開けちゃおう。
まずは鍵穴だな。
Pick open.
これでどうだ。よし、開いたぞ。
慣れたもんだね。
まあな、次は暗証番号だ。
This one.
この番号で当たりだ。いけたぞ。
次は声紋認証いくよ。
Alright, same voice.
私の王子様。
Yep.
正解だ。
総集編って感じだね。
さて次は
Gotta hit
ラ
play.
ジカセ。
これもさっきあったやつだ。
Press play.
ミュージックスタート。
どういうこと？
What?
最後は顔認証だ。
One mask. Both of those said mask, but one is
よ
face
し、
mask.
これで全部だ。
サンキューゲンちゃん。
Gotta rapid fire all the codes.
ダメだって言ったのに。
さあ、何が入ってるんだ。
ブラフマンだ。
What's in the freezer?
この鍵、だいぶ長いこと使ってないだろう。鍵の構造自体は単純だが、中が錆びついちまってて。
Probably gonna just drill it out then, yeah?
だが、俺っちにかかればこんなもん。
I would replace the lock.
よっと。
開いたかい？
ああ、 ちょっと手こずっちまったけどな。さてと、中は一体どうなって。
あれは
Half a body
死体
sitting in the corner.
マジかよ。これって。
そんな、なんてことだ。
つうか、なんで驚いてんだよ。まさか知らなかったっていうのか。まあそりゃそうか。知ってたら俺に頼んでくるわけねえもんな。こいつの鍵を開けてくれなんて。それにしてもこれってどう考えても HB 事件の。なんでこんなもんが。
Yeah, but whose body is it?
ブラフマンの冷凍庫に HB 事件の犠牲者が。でもあの死体は一体。
ここではこれ以上調べられそうもない
We'll
な。
have to go to the actual source.
ブラフマンに行って直接確かめるしか。
ってことは。
ああ、残念ながら時間だ。
時間切れだ。We're out of time. Found the body at Brahman. And I still did it with time left over. Do I have another 500? Or is that a one-time thing? It's a one-time thing. Alright. Who's there? Good question. Knock
なあ
knock.
水木ちゃん、やっぱりやらないとダメか。
Yes. You hid this from us.
いや、だってほら、玄ちゃんはいないみたいだし。
He wouldn't let us in either way.
こういうのは一応天使の許可を取って
We
からじゃ
wouldn't
な
get
いと。
permission if we asked. Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than for permission. This is one of those times.
やって
わかったよ。
Is it gonna be Hora? No, Horadori's other half. So who's the other body? Because we found all the halves. So who is it?
開いたぜ。
開いて。
Is it gone? It's been moved?
やっぱり。
だがこいつは。
Uruejin's actual other half. Jin's been locked in here for 6 years. If not more. But how? Why?
誰なのこれ。
Ooh, we don't know that in this timeline.
Ken ちゃん、豆ちゃんも。
Don't look. She saw it.
話聞かせてもらえる？
All that we are. Still at Brahman, now it's snowing.
ライアンがあの冷凍庫を開けた理由については分かってるの。
You haven't been able to get it
ケン
open.
ちゃん、あなたが鍵を開けてって頼んだからだよね。
ああ、
問題はあの死体が何者でどうしてあんなところにあるのかってこと。
Well, I know now because I did the other path first.
ケンちゃん、聞かせてもらえる？
So I found both Uru and Jin's bodies in full. And if we assume that the other bodies are also true, then We have them all. There are 5 bodies. Okay, but the investigation is gonna have to wait. We're slowly getting closer to the truth. The total truth. But I'm still very lost on many things. Who is One-sama? Or Quartz? Or other Mizuki? I'm still baffled at what was going on in the other timeline with people talking about, like, Komeji being alive, like, this week instead of 6 years ago, and a whole bunch of other stuff, but we'll get back to that timeline in a second. But oh, I'm confused. Let me go see what I can buy. Let me fight this confusion with some shopping. Outfit. Got all those. Oh, I didn't get the Wander hat last time. Got that. Chibi Tama, Chibi Aibo. That's what it meant by K-head. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. That's K from, Virtue's Last Reward. He also wore a mask. Or rather, it was a whole suit of armor. But I wasn't expecting that. What's his burning hand? Ooh, I don't know what that's a reference to. I feel like that's something. But the K-head, I wasn't sure what it meant, but now that I'm looking at it, I know exactly what it means. Alright, and then my concept art. Where is it? It's not there. It's not there.
Yay!
Oh, that's Aibo trapped in the vice. Masked woman who is actually other Mizuki. Oh god, Slicer. Alright, that's it. And there's still other stuff to unlock here, so I'm gonna need a lot more eyeballs when those open up. That's probably after I clear the game, though. And, like, go do all the Somniums perfect or whatever. But, whew. As I get more answers, the questions multiply in equal measure. But I think we're getting closer to the end. Considering the number of splits, it's the same as the previous game. We have 5 different endings. So I think this one's headed to another ending, and then the true ending is the one that I was blocked off from. So, soon. I don't know how soon, but I have the feeling. Soon.